afternoon, students. Our today's teaching topic is related to Vistas chapter, and the chapter name is On the Face of It. This chapter is very important for you, especially for your syllabus, and you know that for your life, because generally a person's generally a person's like physically love, not internally love. He look outside physic body, not inside beauty. Generally a person like physically beauty and he ignore inside beauty. In this chapter we have to explain injuries of full condition which is suffered through a boy. The boy name is Danny. In this chapter there are two characters. The first character is Lamb and the second character is Danny. Through this point we have to explain this chapter's story. Listen clearly. This play opens in Mr. Lamb's garden. Mr. Lamb is the first character of this play. Mr. Lamb have a garden. Mr. Lamb has a garden. In this garden, different type of plants, different type of trees, and different type of birds. Even bees humming. You can listen easily. In this chapter, he engaged in his garden, and no one can come near him. Why no one can come near him? Because he is a lonely person and he live as a isolation. No one can dare to live with him. He has no child, no wife and no family members. In his big house he live a alone creature, like a alone creature, and different type of voices raised against him. You know that, students, Mr. Lamb is a recognized person. He is not a like animal or creature, whatever anyone person can comment on him. He is a recognized person and he is a army person, army retirement person, and his one leg is break, one leg is lamb due to bomb blast in war. But no one can come near him. He always engaged to do different type of activities, just like plowing and other activities, watering in the plants also. In the plant also, he has a beautiful garden, apples garden. Apples garden. He spent his time by lonely way. So what's the story? The story is running further. A boy came in his garden by secretly, as a thief. When he jumped his garden wall, at that time that boy name is Daddy. That boy think about no one has present in his house and in this garden. The garden the garden is established before his house, and the garden is very remarkable. At that time, one voice is come towards that boy. One voice is goes through that person's land person. Mind the apples. The second point is Mr. Lamb's voice. Mind the apples. Because when the Mr. Lamb listen the words of Daddy's footprints voice, Daddy's foot voice, at that time he said only one thing. The one thing is that mind the apples. It means to say that इन सेबों का ध्यान रखा जाए. If other person listen, a person came in his garden, in his house, as a thief. And then what the situation had happened? The situation is that person cried thief, 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 and start to escape himself or start to giving a lot of punishment to that coming person without taking permission in his garden. But the Mr. Lamb is totally different in comparison of other person, because he welcomed that boy. After happening this situation, Daddy is astonished. Dairy is surprised because when he met other persons who live outside of his house as a society person or member, at that time that person give a lot of solace, give a lot of sympathy, give a lot of mercy, and give a lot of those words that is not appreciable, that is not appreciate that words. Because you know that the second incident had happened with that boy, and the first incident had happened that person's Mr. Lamb. What's the second incident? What's the second incident? The second incident is that one side of his face, Mr. Lamb, no, Dairy, one face has burnt due to acid, and no one can like due to this reason, no one can come due to this reason, no one can start to talk due to this reason. Because if a boy has burnt of one-sided his skins of face, at that time the situation is totally different. His life is totally different, his livingness is totally different. And the different thing is that one side of Dairy's face is burnt due to acid. Lamb gives the great solace. Solace means santwana, and inspiration. Inspiration means prerna. So both conditions, Mr. Lamb and Dairy is equal here. Dairy want to run away after listening the voice of Lamb. But Mr. Lamb welcome him. Mind the impulse, and you can do everything what you want. You are not a thief. You welcome here. Come and sit beside me and tell what you want. After listening the polite words, whatever come towards Lamb, he become astonished, surprised. Because this word is new word for him. He suffers, he bears a lot of tolerance, a lot of disgust matter, a lot of fully condition in his society due to this accident. Especially his mother, Dairy's mother, kissed one side of cheek and burnt side. And burnt side is unnoticed and untouched by his mother also. His mother kissed his cheeks and burnt side, fair side, good side of his face. This is why he ashamed himself. This is why he hated himself. This is why he did not like himself. He understood he is a disgraceful person. There is none type of reverence comes towards any person in his society. So he want to live as a alone person, just like Lamb. When Dairy sits beside Lamb, at that time both of them talk with each other heart by heart. And the Dairy listen the words and sentences of Lamb listen the words and sentences of Dairy. The words and sentences is just related to complaining way. The words the complain against life, complain against livelihood, complains against child, complains against aliveness, because he suffers a lot of sadness, a lot of full conditions. And this condition is not tolerable. This condition is not bearable. After listening the words and sentences and the situation and circumstances, whatever he faced, Mr. Lamb smiled and said, "Just keep quiet, my dear. Just listen my words. My one leg is break due to war, due to bomb blast in war. And other persons and child said me, Lammy Lamb. And no one can come, and no one can stand near me. No one can ready to talk to me." After listening the words of Mr. Lamb, Dairy understood the same situation is running that person and with him. The same condition is running that person and with me, and my love and that person is equal. Is after listening this type of words, they understood this person is made important for me. This person is remarkable for me. This person can change my life. Because when a lame person, you see a lame person, a dumb person, and a dumb and deep person, this type of person, whatever have lost something that is relating to his physique and body, that type of person like that this type of person, जो जैसा होता है वैसा ही पसंद करता है. The story is running in a very well way, and the well way is that Daddy decide to leave his house for good and decide to live with his friend Lamb. After listening the words of Lamb, he is decide a new thing. The energy and the goodness may become in my life. Meanwhile, this time, he think about life, whatever he suffer, whatever he face. You know that the scene and situation is same. Both of person neglected by the society. Both of person avoided by the member of the society. Both of them unnoticed. This is why both of them failed. Think about one thing. When you entered without taking permission in that person's garden, at that time the blame has occurred on you as a thief. But that person welcomed. Why? Because he is a lonely person. He is an isolated person. This is why he want a companion. Whatever he is, child, elder, young, doesn't matter. He want a companion. He want a colleague, so that his thinking, his ponder, any person able to listen, and his time may be passed. Anyone can come and live with Lamb, but don't leave his companion. After happening this situation, Daddy said one thing: I want to live with you, but I have to take a permission from my family member and especially my mother also. I just quit here, leave this place, and after some time will be come back definitely. And after listening the words, Daddy said one thing. The one thing is that a lot of persons said like you, I'll come back, I'll return back, but no one can come. The words and the sentence signify, indicate one thing: he is a lonely person. He feels lonely because no member, no wife, no child, no family member has near him. कोई उसके पास नहीं. But when Daddy want to go and take permission of his family, the permission is not given by anyone of his family member, especially not his mother. All are refused this excuse. No one can ready and no one can give any type of allow to go there. His mother think about his life, because his mother know that Mr. Lamb is a lonely person. There is no one has present to live with him. And if a person is lonely, isolated, at that time, that type of person may be dangerous for a child. So no one give allowed to go there. That person may be danger for this child. That person may not be accurate for that child. But the person by compelling, he take permission, and he returned back after some times. Meanwhile, happening this situation, the situation is different here. The scene is different here. The scene is talking about the garden, and the garden scene is totally different. when Derry want to go to his house at that time, after going him, Derry Lamb take a ladder and place the ladder with the help of the apple trees, and that ladder slip down on the earth, and he fall down on the earth, and his breath out forever for the future. He is no. Mr. Lamb is no. Mr. Lamb is go forever for the future. And when he saw this scene and situation, at that time he astonished. But the work is done, dear student. The work is done, the suggestion is done, the advice is done. This time a lot of hope, this time a lot of inspiration has occurred in his mind and heart. A ray of hope arise in his heart. Just like sun rays is spread everywhere, hope rays is spread in his mind and heart, and he want to live on this earth first time. But you know that if the lamb live alive, at that time the scene and situation is totally different. It means to say that on the other hand we can say that person gives solace and inspiration for life, but that person's solace and inspirations is totally work in a positive way in the life of Derry. Derry is totally changed, but the story end is after. The story end is in a sad way. The message of the story is that when you born on this earth, at that time you have to face different type of circumstances and situations. You have to face this. You have to fight this. You have to fight against. Let's fight. Never bend before the circumstances and situation. If you take towards the words of other persons, at that time you became restless. You have to fight, you have to stand and avoid the other worst person. Dear students, you know that an elephant walk on the path and not given any intention and attention towards any way, and the dog continuously barks. The elephant is an animal. Before that animals, a lot of persons bent and given a hand like a worship person. But the dog barks again and again, but not given any attention. Just like your life. Now it is the message of this play. It is the essence of this play. It is the surface of this play. Thank you so much.